Hi everyone, I'm Ken from CryptoTradingKS and the inventor of the CTKS method and BORSOG trading. If you're new, a very warm welcome and welcome back KS family. From my 30 plus years in financial markets, I explain the smart money mindset to assist you to be more of a financial blessing to yourself and those you love, gaining real wealth and positive excellence in the process. Please note, I don't have WhatsApp or Telegram. Corporate earnings are starting to come in thick and fast, and the consensus is from analysts that those earnings will be down. Analysts expect revenue growth of just 2% on average at the four largest tech companies this quarter, including a 1% decline at Apple. Profits are projected to decline at all four companies by an average of 26%, according to FactSet. The question is, how did Microsoft earnings fare up? According to preliminary data from research firm Gartner Inc., worldwide PC shipments were down 29% in the fourth quarter last year compared with the previous year. Things are not expected to improve until 2024. Just a thing to remember, the earnings call isn't actually out yet. 3M did report, and it expects lower earnings in 2023. It's cutting more than 2,500 manufacturing jobs globally. 3M had a negative surprise on its earnings per share or EPS and also on its revenue. The market will be keeping a keen eye out for Tesla's earnings due to report on Wednesday. That's when Tesla, IBM, AT&T, and Boeing and Kimberly-Clark come out all together. Thursday is all about airlines and credit cards. And Friday, American Express, Chevron, and Colgate-Palmolive do their reporting. In other news, the New York Stock Exchange had a glitch which led to busted trades and prompted investigation by the Securities Exchange Commission. The glitch affected 251 securities, including McDonald's, Wells Fargo, Walmart, ExxonMobil, 3M, Verizon, and a multitude of others. What appears to have happened is a technical glitch where all of the opening orders on the New York Stock Exchange auto-cancelled, even though some of them should have been fulfilled. And that makes top page news at Reuters. In yesterday's second episode, I did a special on Swift and Signature Bank and how that was related to Binance news. I also pointed out that there are some very big opportunities that come from this kind of news, as we saw in the FTX debacle. And Binance is making top page news. Binance moved $346 million for seized crypto exchange, Bitzlato, which processed some $700 million in illicit funds. Binance, the world's largest crypto exchange, was amongst Bitzlato's top three counterparties by the amount of Bitcoin received between May 2018 and September 2022. This could definitely pressure the crypto market, and a Binance spokesperson has said via email that it had provided substantial assistance to international law enforcement to support their investigation of Bitzlato, and Binance is committed to working collaboratively with law enforcement. The US action against Bitzlato comes as the Justice Department investigates Binance for possible money laundering and sanctions violations. Reuters could not establish whether Binance's dealings with Bitzlato are under review, but they probably are. From the Reuters report in December, some federal prosecutors have concluded that the evidence collected justifies filing charges against executives, including the founder and CEO of Binance, CZ. Expect there to be a lot of rumors on social media. Make sure that you check the actual research. Go in and see behind the facts. What is said in one paragraph can be actually overturned by the next paragraph, so just be aware of this. Now that we've got a fairly good perspective on what's happening in the world, let's run the numbers. Bitcoin is currently up 0.18% to 23,010. Ethereum is down 1.05% to 1615. In the main markets, in the past trading session, we saw the VIX fall again, the Nasdaq 100 come up. There was a recovery in bond prices and a sell-off in bond yields. The decrease in the DXY, and you can see it's just flattening out at the moment, and gold is just flattening as well, and it's below the 1940 mark. Oil is currently retracing and look for support around the 85.33 level. And we can see that in the last session, junk bonds were quite strong. Just keep an eye on those. Yesterday, we talked a little bit about gold and how it was coming up to that 1940 level. I just leave the arrows where they are. We can see that indeed the 1940 level was rejected. And how it nearly came back to that 1912 level, but it's since progressed back to the 1940, just underneath it. It's really trying to get above it. There is a lot of positive momentum with gold at the moment. If gold manages to get above this 1940 level, the next level above is 1961.60, so just bear that in mind. If gold starts to fail, starts to lose this lower support line, we could be looking at a bit of a short-term reversal and a progression down to 1912. At the moment, the momentum is definitely to the positive side. Yesterday, I also mentioned that the DXY was coming up to quite a level of smart money support. And what did we actually see? We saw the next level. You might remember yesterday, I was saying that what typically happens is the price bounce between these particular regions, these smart money buy and sell levels. If you've got a thing called negative air, if the sellers are just too powerful, and that can actually be demonstrated by a gap in between a smart money sell level and the actual price, which can mean more negative price momentum. And when you see it crashing through a particular strong smart money buy level, you can be pretty rest assured that it's going to stop at the next one. And that's what we've seen, this pinging between levels. Now we actually see the dollar trying to march upwards. So just bear this in mind. We've been talking about this for a little while. One thing in markets, they can take weeks to unfold. The DXY has actually overcome a level of resistance playing out through here. You can see that's been overcome. There's also a level of support here, which is being matched. In the short term, we're looking at positive momentum for the DXY. We know that we have quite a bit of support running in here through the 101.749 to the 101.692. The DXY is currently 101.928. So challenging this level and in fact getting above it would be on the cards. In yesterday's episode, we also looked at the SPY, the SPDR S&P 500 ETF Trust, and we saw that there was smart money support level at 398.60, and that's what exactly was hit. Let's have a look at how it actually progressed further along. This smart money sell level at 401.63 has been constraining price. The thing we need to look at from here, we've got quite a few smart money sell levels in play inside the market at 403.53, 404.46 and 404.83. These have been previously rejected. So just keep this in mind. As we actually look at the S&P 500, we can see there's overhead resistance. And when we look at the earnings season and the negativity of earnings, that is actually coinciding quite well with what we see inside market structure. If the market continues to get negative earnings, we would expect this 398.60 level to be one that will be touched. Looking across international indices, all the countries represented here are doing quite well, with the exception of Russia, but Russia's market looks to be turning around. It's very, very close to actually repairing or making a bit more positive momentum. And we can see China's market has been an absolute rampage. The UK doing very well. The major indices, the Russell 2000, the Dow, the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq, all doing well. We're seeing a lot of recovery in global markets. Always remember Rule 4, price moves in waves, because it does. When looking through the CTKS method at Microsoft, we can see Microsoft has a lot of smart money sell levels from the 246 level up to the 257 level. So just bear this in mind. But what is Microsoft doing? Post, it's deep in that particular area at 251.95. Just keep in mind that there's a lot of smart money selling in that particular zone. A chart is a chart, so where do you think Microsoft could be headed next? Please let me know in the comments. Let's have a look at Tesla through the CTKS method. We understand that this area in here between 140, basically 144 and down to around 140.50 is a smart money buy level at the moment, but it's also a sell level, and it's not necessarily out of the woods, even though Tesla's showing a large degree of strength in its upward momentum. If Tesla manages to overcome this particular smart money sell/buy level, because it's pretty neutral at the moment, either direction, we would expect Tesla to get above 154. If this particular smart money level turns into a sell level, but it's not looking like that. If you actually look at this behavior, the buyers are stepping into Tesla. And when companies report earnings, they can really shift around dramatically. But we're seeing the post entry on Tesla just literally just above where it is now, which is a good sign. It's 144.69. Where do you think Tesla is going? Please let me know in the comments. We can see that the S&P 500 is just stuck between a smart money sell level and a smart money buy level. So what's going to happen? It really depends on which group tends to take over from here, and that depends on all the underpinning charts. The more you look at, the more you'll profit. Financial markets are very complex, they're not simplistic. And Rule 45 is a guiding light for us, because no alt can escape Bitcoin's gravity. Bitcoin cannot escape the stock market's gravity. In the direction of the stock market, Bitcoin is likely to go. So what does that mean for the alts? Looking at total crypto market capitalization, we saw that the market grinded higher, but there's so many rejections occurring here. The sellers are coming in and booking profits. So the question is, where could the market go in the next 24 hours? Up to the $1.1 trillion mark, where we're going to get a lot of sellers actually piling into the market, or down to this $893 billion mark, where a lot of buyers will re-enter the market. Please let me know in the comments, where do you think we're heading? In the past trading session, looking at the longs relative to the shorts, the longs have been badly liquidated in market, and the shorts are starting to gain a degree of confidence to want to re-enter. However, total liquidations are really quite light, coming in at just under 70 million across 31,781 positions. And when we look at liquidations across the past 24 hours, we can see about 66% long. Over the past 12 hours, about 82% long. Past 4 hours, 88% long. And the past hour, whoa, nearly 98% long. You can see the longs are coming out of the market because they're getting hammered. And this is the case. The longs get it, the shorts get it, they just take turns with each other. To understand the crypto market's momentum, you have to understand the US market's momentum. A lot of people don't think that this is the case, but just think about this. All investors and traders chase a return. Of course, some are true believers. They'll put their money into some specific investment or trading vehicle, and they'll only touch that. But the vast majority of people are actually chasing a percentage return. This is something to keep in mind. All financial markets are intercorrelated together. The bond market is intercorrelated with the stock market. Crypto is intercorrelated with other markets. That's why we go through the first part of this in each and every day because you need to know what is actually going on. Ignorance is not bliss. If you don't know, it can financially impact you. Let's have a look at how Bitcoin fared up. We can see that the smart money sell level around this 23,200 level down to 23,000 odd has been very, very strong in Bitcoin. And I just leave these arrows wherever they are because, hey, that's the way to go. Let's have a look at where the current price is. Now, if we go across here, we can see that this smart money sell level has been quite strong. We've actually seen just a level of support coming through here now. But you can see these wicks, which means the buyers are trying to push it up, trying to get through this smart money sell level between $23,300 and $23,040. But the key is, can they do it? They've tried so many times over the past couple of days. What do we actually see? If the main market start to sell down, if earnings start to make the market jittery, we could see some negative momentum in the major indices, the DXY starting to spike up, yields starting to spike, and prices starting to go down towards this smart money buy area at around 22,300. Let's just leave our arrow down there for the time being. So what way do you think Bitcoin could actually go in the next 24 hours? Please let me know in the comments. The greatest gainers over the past 24 hours: Threshold, Carver, Rocket Pool, LRC, Quant, Zilliqa, Ravencoin, and the Graph. The metaverse is currently retracing, and when we look at the greatest losers in the past 24 hours, Axie Infinity, Aptos, HBAR, Mana, GMX, Synthetics, Immutable X, and Sand. Looking at the top 8 cryptos, over this period of time, Bitcoin is up a little over 8%, and we can see that Ethereum is following Bitcoin's gravity, but it's being impacted more negatively. It's actually overextending the down negative movements. It's only up 0.44%. Tether, Circle, and BUSD, Binance USD, are all stable coins, and we can see BNB starting to sell down. It was actually up quite a bit, and it's now only up just a little under 1%. I don't think the Bitzlato connection is actually helping Binance at the current time. XRP is doing really well. It's up 7.5%. What about ADA? Up 6.2%. One thing to note is Bitcoin's gravity, this blue line. It's critically important. It's a very key piece of your puzzle in towards profitability and beyond that. Looking towards the top 16, we have to say goodbye to AVAX. And a big welcome back to Tron. Hi Tron, we've missed you. Looking at Doge over the same period of time, just literally up 0.65%. Solana nearly 6% up, but we can see that divergence, that weakening of action between Bitcoin and Solana. What about Matic? Matic is still selling down, showing weakness versus Bitcoin. What about DOT? Showing weakness versus Bitcoin at the current time. What about SHIB? SHIB is showing a lot of weakness here. And Litecoin also showing a lot of weakness. DAI is a stable coin, and we can see Tron just selling down at the moment. Watch out, Tron. AVAX may be back. I released 2 videos yesterday because I wanted to explain what was happening with Swift. A lot of information has been circling social media, and it's not good. I want to thank everybody for their very kind comments. And it's terrific that we share with each other. Thank you so much, everyone. I very much appreciate you. I asked people if they had received any notifications, and Jade said, I'm in the US and I have not received any notification related to this yet. Thank you, Jade. Jake said there is also e-transfer, wire transfer, credit union, in-person cash, or debit at Canada Post Office. This is Canada specific on the Kraken exchange. Thank you, Jake. And to Sinman, thank you, my friend. I always like to do deep dives into research, and it often takes a tremendous amount of time. Dinesh in the UK said, I haven't seen any emails about Swift. And Beardy, nice one, my friend. Tails mentioned the Signature Bank is trying to distance itself from the crypto scene. Absolutely, my friend. Thank you for sharing. And Free Dentist said, a typical example of a mouse being formed into an elephant. And Free Dentist said, I myself have not received a message about anything. A very big thank you to everybody who commented, and of course to everybody who watched. Please let me know if there are other things you would like me to research more deeply into. And thank you to everybody who commented in the first video from yesterday, episode 785, Time to Take Profits. A big thank you to TSP. I'm glad the arrows actually help out. I saw your comment before I did the first video, or this video, so I'm leaving those in. I just do anything to help anybody out. Please let me know in the comments, do you like those nice short videos? Dwayne said, hi, bye, nice short update. Thank you, my friend. And Meditative, thanks very much. Dinesh said, in that video, I'm looking at the Bitcoin resistance levels and of the opinion that it's overdue for retracement, particularly when the stock market rallied yesterday and they don't usually keep going up. Thanks so much for sharing, Dinesh. I'd just like to let everybody know how appreciative I am to know you all. We have such an incredible global family. Kacharia understood me very well yesterday. If Ken is really busy, something big is waiting around the corner. Kacharia also said, thanks for every little and big gem. I can tell I've changed a lot during the last 365 days to the positive, taking on more positive habits and letting bad ones go. Like stop drinking a couple of beers every second day. Now I'm getting back to working out like in my early 20s. I can tell that is a big plus for successful trading and of course for life. Well done, my friend. Kate and I yesterday watched this incredible video about Takashima Mika. She's actually 91 years of age. Look at her. It's absolutely unbelievable. And she's just such a happy person as well. And a very, very strong one. It started like this. Her husband said, you're so fat. And at the age of 65, she went to the gym for the first time. And she's now 91 years of age, gets up at 4 a.m. and goes for a 2-hour run. Whoa, what a positive habit is that? And she's also a gym instructor. What an incredible person. Starting at age 65, going to the gym for the first time. It's really, really worth looking at. It's just incredible to see this particular woman do her thing. 91 years of age. Unbelievable. She's a granny who has the moves. And at an age where most people are immobile, at that age, she is just outstanding. It just goes to show you what a positive habit can do. She's absolutely just incredible. I suggest you have a look at this story. You can just search for these details. It's really well worth looking at. Kacharia, I'm sure that 91-year-old Japanese woman would be so proud of you. Well done. As a community, we're deeply into positive excellence. Positive excellence is like a to-be list. It's not a to-do list, it's a to-be list. To be more grateful, to be happier, to be kinder, to just smile when you meet different people. To have a good thing to say instead of a nasty thing to say. To be persistent and committed. We'll give inner and outer peace. We all get pullbacks in life. That is to be understood. That's just how the world is. But the key is how you deal with it. That 91-year-old Japanese lady, what did she do? She was told off by her husband. She was told she was fat, she was ugly, and what did she do? She solved her problem with positive excellence. She went to the gym, she worked out, and she became a babe. But what she actually did, she became really happy. You can see it in her face. If you're going through a life pullback at the moment, they always come. Please keep your strength up. Know that they pass as well. It sometimes takes a lot of time to get through a negative life pullback. Everybody understands that. But you're not alone. You have a global family, and we all care for each other. Keeping positive is incredibly important in life, but especially in investing and trading. That's why we have the CTKS Creed. We know that better habits create a better life, and all results come from the mind, and a better mind creates better outcomes. That's why we do our daily positive affirmations for abundance, financial success, and happiness. The funny thing about life, what you put in is what you get out. If you put in the positive, you will get out the positive. If you put in the negative, you will get out more negative. That's why swapping to a positive mindset is so incredibly important. Let's read the CTKS Creed. I know the universe wants me to succeed. Every day I show kindness, integrity, and gratitude. I know opportunities in life reset daily. I am worthy. I go slow to go fast. I start small and scale with BORSOG. Life pullbacks give me the strength for the next life rally. I am dedicated and committed. I win or learn and never blame. I never let a problem beat me because I solve it with positive excellence. Have a great day or night ahead, my friends, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Take care and bye for now.